much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Le'Veon had 31 touches in Week 7. He had 21 carries on the ground, Charles, but also 10 receptions for 68 yards.
Is there anything he can't do well on the football field?
I don't think so.
He is pretty impressive, isn't he? Because I saw him reshape his body after being at Michigan State. He was a bigger, thicker power back. And now he does it all. Can shift, can move, catch the football, and he's picking up the slack too because D'Angelo Williams, who picked up the slack for him earlier this year, he's out with an injury.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
Wilson, and he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Luke Wilson, 55 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the... .40. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the counter, here's Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor. And that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down following the run. The play clock's running down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Fresh set of downs here.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey. Rush it. Falling. Show it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. You know, Charles, a quick glance back at Week 7, an inordinate number of turnovers. On Sunday alone, 39 in 13 games. That's 3 a game. So a lot of teams looking to clean up play a little bit.
Well, we always hear coaches talk about ball security. I mean, you can't go to a production meeting or a press conference and not hear that. But at the same time, what you don't hear as loudly but preached as fervently, taking the ball away, raking it out of their hands, knocking it out. That's what the defensive guys are doing. So both sides continuing to try and get better.
On third down, Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. On second down, Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Goes underneath for Bell. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Looking right sideline, that's complete. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Complete outright to Kurtz. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's second down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Second down, Rawls. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Here's Wilson. He's got Kearse. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. A running play for Rawls. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They want...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. sustained drive by the offense.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They're going to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Goes underneath for Bell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And a little floater there is incomplete. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Roethlisberger will throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
First down, this is Rawls. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And here we go on first and goal. On the ground, Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And quickly they get to the line. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And the wideout in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They got 29 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
Here we go.
A give to Bell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On second down, Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Green's got it over the middle. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously...
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Roethlisberger keeps it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now come the Seahawks. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.